Leah Williams, Lucas Wernick, and David Messina explore Wanda's sudden resurrection and how the giant monsters attacking Krakoa are seemingly tied to the woman's grief and guilt over what she has done in her storied life. Leah Williams continues the murder mystery series by again not having Magneto as the central figure of the book, kind of perplexing me at the reason why it's called Trial of Magneto when he's barely been in it since issue 2 and was one of the first people crossed off of the killer list. On top of all of that, the issue gets extremely convoluted with all its wild concepts and exploration of Wanda's guilt and history, derailing the book even further from the initial idea being a murder mystery series. The series has one issue left, and hopefully the reveal of the killer is worth it and Magneto gets a bit more focus again, but I'm not really holding out any much hope. Lucas Wernick and David Messina continue to design some really awesome looking pages for the series, filling them with neat monster designs and interesting magical locations. Every page is packed with some really cool details, and I like picking out all the different Avengers and X-Men who are on the pages at one time. The Trial of Magneto issue 4 was a convoluted mess of concepts and exploration of Wanda's guilt and history, deciding to run in place instead of actually delivering any concrete answers to the murder mystery. I'm going to give this issue a 3 out of 10. The Trial of Magneto issue 4 tells Rachel tell the other four that they can't be fired if they bring back Wanda Maximoff, knowing her backup is from before M-Day and is quite old. Suddenly, however, Wanda resurrects herself, asking where she is. Rachel tells her it's okay, wanting to help her get dressed and explain what's going on. Wanda knows that she is very much alive, as later she is taken away by her son, knowing all she can remember is that she is Wanda Maximoff, as her internal channels of magic are flooded with the knowing of the ancient ley lines of Earth. She doesn't know who her son is, as Speed knows that he saw their mother was dead. Wiccan knows that Wanda's magic can account for memory loss and even a false death, but what would initiate it? Prodigy says that Wanda's injuries seem to have healed, but they suggested strangulation via supernatural magnetism. Wiccan wonders what kind of metal was used, since there are metals that can hold enchantments and be used in different ways. They know that they can't rule out a magical attack, and something like Enchanted Uru could have done this unassisted by anyone. Prodigy knows that throws an entire wrench in their investigation as the team head to Northstar's dinner party, wanting to tell the mutant of the news. Darker knows that they will need to now go back over everything they have found so far from a magical perspective, and Northstar knows they need to also re-evaluate the suspect list to see who had a motive as well as access to magic. He thinks that they should contact Excalibur for some help when suddenly the island is rocked by yet another kaiju attack. The heroes respond as Wiccan remembers this feeling of magic, asking Prodigy if they begun appearing when Rachel gave Wanda her memories back. The mutant knows that she only got some of her greatest hits, so Wiccan says that he and Speed need to do something privately with their mother. Taking their mother, they head deep into the jungle as at the Eldritch Orchard, old woman Wanda battles her younger self, telling her of the orchard and how she is doing this because sometimes love hurts. The old woman says she's going to be punishing the woman for her sins, and it's what Wanda wanted. Wanda says she didn't, but the old woman knows that she lies, since after all, she is Wanda and she has to let go of all of the guilt and turmoil eating her up inside, since it's manifesting into the monsters endangering the mutants and her children. In the real world, Wanda screams at the unseeable force in the orchard, knowing that she didn't do all these terrible things the mutants put in her head, unleashing her power as she tells her children that she is not responsible for the monster attack. Speed says that this is why no one trusts or believes her, as Wiccan knows he spent his entire life defending her and she taught him so much magic that she can't even remember now, and the creatures that are attacking are her doing because she refuses to take accountability for her future. In the orchard, old woman Wanda demands her younger self stop beating herself up, so Wanda decides to stop fighting, and so the three versions of the hero begin to heal, reuniting together as they all demand the wheel be spun again. A portal opens above Krakoa, unleashing all three Wandas into the island to fight the kaiju. Wanda grabs hold of one of the kaiju, knowing that she rules over it as she kills it. Sunfire wonders how many times they need to kill these things, but Brand knows that it is until they learn to stay down. The three Wandas continue to attack as Captain America and Wolverine help out, slicing one of the kaiju's hundreds of eyes out. Gambit and Rogue return from their fun shopping trip, finding the island in total chaos, so they pitch in to help as Cyclops gathers a group of X-Men together, telling them to kick some kaiju ass. The Avengers and the X-Men beat back the monsters, and soon they all disintegrate into petals as Wanda notices they were made from the Eldritch Orchid. The mutants gather to watch the three different Wandas come together, with the Prime Wanda knowing that she is scared. Old Woman Wanda tells her not to be, since they are all different stops on the same path. Wanda is shocked to see that she'd lived for so long, and the old woman disappears, saying they live so much, not wanting her to lose hope. Wanda is left alone, recalling how hard it is to be reborn as Magneto finds her, hugging his former daughter as she remembers who her sons are. The reunion is cut short as the mutants all gathered all know that she was behind creating these monsters and every other bad thing that has happened to them. Wiccan knows that it's not her fault, but the mutants don't care, with Emma Frost demanding an explanation as the Avengers and some X-Men come to protect Wanda, who says that she knows who attacked and killed her.